So look, what you think about this year's Q's team, and what are some, like, how can we get back to, when we were like, top 10, top 15, top 20?
I knew that question was coming. I knew it was coming.
Yeah, I need to. I need to.
No, yeah, of course. It wouldn't be right if we didn't talk. If we at least didn't bring it up.
It's all love, though. It's all love.
Oh yeah. I mean, guess what, man? You got to be able to take stuff, and it's not, you're not me or you or I heard Eton on the radio. I hear you on the radio and stuff like that. No one's like. These guys today, these young kids are so much on. They're so big on. Oh, he's hating. He's hating. Dude, no one. Yeah. One thing is, if you are an orange, you are an orange man. Like you know what I mean. Like ain't nobody hating on you. We just want to enlighten you and put you on to whatever we think you could help you or give you little tips and little crumbs here and there and make you a little more successful. That's all. No one's ever gonna be like hating on you, nothing like that. Why would we? We don't need to hate on you. But not even hate. I don't know, man. It's not necessarily. I don't necessarily think it's like. It's more of the players, the environment than it is the players. Actually, they're just products of the environment. I mean, these guys are like. I don't want to sound like an old guy, but like these guys go to school, these schools where they've been told how great they are all the time. They tell them how great they are and how this and that. And like part of it's business because these people want to use these kids to get in places. You know what I mean? Like, maybe if I tell, those how great he is and he goes somewhere, maybe I can get in with him at the university. That type of thing. I think some people do it out of love and they want to try to support them. Some people do it for the wrong reasons, but part of it is that some of these kids are just being honest with themselves. You know what I mean? Like. Dude, you're going to mess up. It's going to be a hard time. You just got to keep striving. You got to keep pushing. But, like, you also got to put out the effort, energy. Like, you just said the energy, man. Like, some of the games, I'm not saying everybody or just one guy or this guy. Some of the games, I'm like, man, like, dude, you're playing basketball at Syracuse. Like, dude, I don't care. You can lose a game. Everyone here has lost multiple games. We've all lost and we've all won and we've all had nail biters and we won. It's great. And we've always been on other ends of nail biters that we lost and games we thought we should have won and that type of thing. And when it's over, it's over. When it's over, it's over. And like, dude, just live in the moment. Like we're going, dude. Right now, if they told you, oh, Eric. You used to, dude, you are competitive as anybody knows. You still play for TBT at your age, which is incredible. I talk about people all the time about how incredible that is. That dude right now, if you gave you time to get ready, you'd go out and play in a game right now.
No question.
All night against Clemson. You be ready to go. You might tear something, but you be ready to go. You wouldn't tear nothing. You work out and train. I'd tear something. But I leave it out there. You know what I mean? So like, dudes, like, like now you just Harper. I'm saying you because you're on here right now and you're talking. But like, you would leave it out there. You might get beat, but you're gonna beat me. You have to beat me down. Like I'm gonna leave it out there. Some of these guys, they just kind of go out there. And they think they know what it takes to compete at the level. And they don't have a clue. And some guys have a clue, but they don't really want to commit to it, it seems like. I don't know, man. It's just, it just seems like they're lacking a little bit of lack of a better word, not fight, but, I'm not saying I'm not calling the guys soft or they're not, you know what I mean?
A certain type of toughness.
Yeah, it's like more like a mental thing. You know what I mean? Like, I guess what, dude? I might not be hitting shots, but I'm going to be rebounding, be boxed out, loose balls I'm diving on, I'm giving it up. Because right now I got to do something to try to get the energy back our way and on our side. You know what I mean? So it's like almost like guys are just they kind of take it for granted. Like some people just go, I'm playing for SU. It's sweet, and who else would? Everybody want to be where I am. You're right. People would die to be where you are, dude. Act like it. Go out there and leave it on the court and just get back to like more of an old, like old school, mindset as far as just being. I don't know, that dog and just getting back after it. You know what I mean? Like, just leave it out there.
I get what you're saying. It's
energy.
Look, the kids are talented. Yeah. The kids are talented, Pete. Like I get it, but like I get what you're saying. Like it's a that dog. It's a different. I can't really explain it. It's just you know it when you see it.
Yeah, the dudes are absolutely talented. Absolutely, they have the talent level. Absolutely, but sometimes they settle for things just because it's kind of hard to do something different. You know what I mean? Like it's down by 2 or down by 3. I'm just gonna settle for this 3 with 1 minute left. Dude, that ball's got to go to the basket. You got to, you know what I mean? Like there's gonna be times where you got to. Oh man, there's a guy barreling. Zion Williams barreling down the middle. I'm not gonna block his shot. Like step in and take a charge. Yeah, of course you're gonna be a laughing stock. Oh man, he ran him over. But hey, you got a possession back. So it's like, the people, those like, oh, he's not talented. Okay, I mean, he's not. Okay, who cares? He's not like the most talented guy you ever see, but he leaves it out there. This guy's been literally a punching bag, just getting pounded inside. But he shows up every day, fighting and battling and just, giving what he's got and leaving it out there. And I just feel like, some of those things are just something that you can control. You can't control how many minutes you play. You can't control necessarily how many shots you get or how many plays are drawn up for you to shoot. You can control effort, energy, being relentless and just being, cheering people on the side, like keep people going. That aspect. These kids now they just feel like they're not scoring. The game's over. I didn't score, so it's just like there's no other way I can impact the game. I didn't score, so it's like I had a bad game. Like, dude, there's so much more you can do as far as just not just base everything on scoring. So that stuff, and like we just got to get. I think some of the players we tried to get, we were trying to get didn't come. But, that has an effect too. If you get, I don't know who, a guy, and then that guy comes, it adds to other guys wanting to come, and
yeah,
combination of things. You know what I mean? What's your personal take on it? Let me ask you a question. What is your personal take on it?
I mean, like I said, it's a talented team. Like I think what we've been, missing from this season consistently, obviously defensively, we haven't been, great, but I think just a guy overall who's, that alpha male who's taking the ball, like, oh, I need that. Like, I'm gonna make a play. I'm gonna go ahead here, do this. You go over there in that corner, give me the ball. Like, we need you right here on D. Like, we got like pulling people together at the free throw line. Like, yo, come on, like hitting him in his chest. Like that's what, you know what I mean? Like even if it doesn't even have to be a guy who scoring 20 points a game.
Correct.
You know what I mean? It could be a guy who's just his vocal. Like people pay attention when he's talking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. A guy that just, get on people a little bit, just kind of hold them accountable and be like, yo, come on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I totally get that stuff. Like, I don't know. And some guys are kind of, and it's not, it's sometimes, it can't just be when you hit a 3 or you hit 2 threes in a row. Now you're like, you're feeling. Well, it's easy then. It's easy then because you feel great. You feel good. So like you've hit shots. Now you want to buy into being defense and box it out because you hit a couple of shots. But like you got to do it when when the chips are down sometimes too. It just becomes it got to be consistent. It's got to be the way you play, not necessarily I got to do this and go try to search for the energy guy now. I got to try to be. Well, if you just play all the time with that type of energy and that type of focus, you just be consistently. You find a consistency in playing that way. That's the number one thing.
It's a habit. It's a habit.
They just been inconsistent, really inconsistent. And this year, which is already hard enough, bringing your own energy is important, and they just been consistently inconsistent.
Yeah, no, I agree, man. I agree, and it has been a weird season, so it's a lot of outside stuff that come into play.
Some other teams don't have, what's their excuse? They don't have an excuse. They're doing it. Like there's some guys that are, bringing Baylor and these guys. Are they older? Yeah, sure. But Baylor, those dudes bring it. Them dudes are playing with energy. West Virginia, these guys are getting after people. You know what I mean? Like, and maybe they're a little older. They, a little more experienced. They know what it takes. And they know that the importance of that type of what we're saying. You know what I mean? They're probably 7-year seniors already. So they, they reclassed 2-3 times, full beards. I didn't get a beard until I was 35. These guys got beards. These guys got beards in college, big beards.